What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today we got to talk about Caitlin Clark being left off the USA Women's National Team to go compete in the 2024 Olympics. And there's a lot of different think pieces, people coming from different angles with the way that they're seeing this unfold. And Caitlin Clark being a rookie, you have people saying she has to earn it. She has to earn her spot to be amongst the best players. Uh, a lot of people are not seeing the big picture in this thing. And I look at someone like Christian Laettner making the dream team in 92. I look at AD making the redeem team, when he was coming out of Kentucky. And so when I see things like that, I'm like, you could have a young player on the team, especially the WNBA in their case, they're trying to grow the game. So no one is saying Caitlin Clark should go over there and start or that she should log significant minutes every game. Just simply saying the person with the most eyes on the game, you assume having the best players in the USA, right? There will be some blowouts. So Caitlin could get 15 minutes potentially in the game or 20 minutes in the game potentially, depending how far out of reach the top women's players in the world put, another country. They get them down 30, 40 points early. Caitlin Clark could play a lot of time, and you'll have eyes just there anticipating her getting inserted into the game. So I don't buy the argument that it would have taken attention away from the other ladies that deserve it. I think quite the opposite. They will be watching the game, waiting for Caitlin to get into the game. So they would be watching the game and seeing these great players. And you have extreme crowds both ways. You have people like Jamel Hill that's attempting to act like she supports Caitlin Clark by quoting something that she likes that Caitlin says, that try to frame it to match her argument, and saying things, but it's really where her it's just Angel Reese is black, support Angel Reese, Don Staley is black, support everything black against Caitlin Clark, where it don't even have to be like that. It don't even have to be that divisive, right? You could support Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark in the game of basketball. It don't have to be like that. But that dynamic does exist, and so it's become a racial thing. And now you got these different think pieces hitting the internet. Well, actually, we have Caitlin Clark speaking on it, and her head coach for the Indiana Fever, Christie Sides, she spoke on it and revealed Caitlin's real feelings about not making the team. Let's check it out.
Caitlin, what was your reaction when you saw the USA team yesterday, the roster come out?
Yeah, I think I'm excited for the girls that are on the team. I know it's the most competitive team in the world, and I know it could have gone either way of me being on the team, me not being on the team. So, I'm excited for them. I'm going to be rooting them on to win gold. I was a kid that grew up watching the Olympics, so it'll be fun to watch them.
What was your level of disappointment not hearing your name on the roster?
Honestly, no disappointment. I think it just gives you something to work for. That's a dream. Hopefully one day I can be there, and I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that, and hopefully in 4 years, when 4 years comes back around, I can be there.
Did you have a direct conversation with managing director or whoever's over there at USAB recently?
Yeah, they called me and let me know, and before everything came out, which was really respectful of them, and I appreciated that. And they did the same for every girl that made the team or every girl that didn't make the team. There's a lot of players in the Olympic pool, so. It wasn't like I was the only one they had to call. They had to make quite a few calls.
We're talking in a lot of ifs here. I know you just said you would like that rest, but if there is a player on that roster that's too injured to play and they call you, what would your reaction be?
Yeah, I think it would be a great opportunity. A lot of ifs. So, my main focus is on the Fever. That's what it is. If USA Basketball needs something, I have a great relationship with them. But the 12 they have selected are really, really great players. So I think they're in pretty good hands. A great coach, Joe's a great coach. Selection committee did a really good job. So, just focus on the Fever and what we can do to be better.
So that was Caitlin Clark giving some real answers, and those are the answers you want to hear from your professional athlete. Wants to go out there, have to earn it, some extra motivation, but obviously needing some rest. The transition from college to pro isn't the same amount of time that you would get if you were going to the NBA, it don't have like the summer league and all that stuff, for the transition period for the rookie. So she probably does need some rest, two straight national championship games, all this. So if going into the Olympics, that is one way to look at it. Obviously, she would have loved the opportunity, though. She's still a young basketball player and would have relished that opportunity and would have been able to be the face globally, um, that the WNBA needed to get other faces seen on a global level on the biggest stage. Her coach spoke about it, though, and this is what she had to say.
This elephant in the room is the Team USA roster. Caitlin's not on it. What was your reaction when you saw that list come out yesterday?
Yeah, a little disappointed, of course. She's my player. That's the hardest team in the world to make, right? Like, that is a tough team. She's young. She's going to have so many opportunities in the future.
How did you coach her up through that, or did you talk to her at all through that to make it more of a motivating factor than anything?
Yeah, we talked actually on the bus. She got the call on the bus, and she texted me to let me know. And, I just tried to keep her spirits. I mean, the thing she said was, "Hey, Coach, they woke a monster," which I thought was awesome.
Is there any silver lining? And she'll get a little bit of rest. She'll be able to work on some things in that 3-week break.
Yeah, I think that is the silver lining. Like, she is going to get some rest.
So Christie Sides spoke about what Caitlin was truly feeling, and you can have that intimate conversation with the coach that you go into battle with every day, right? So I get it. I just want to make sure the WNBA isn't sabotaging itself by not marketing the game the best way that they possibly can. It's not in the position that the NBA is in where you just send the 12 best players and that's fine. And obviously the NBA still wants to send their stars. At one point it was hard to get the stars to commit to playing, but now you do have a LeBron that wants to go over there. You do have Steph, all them that want to be there this late in their career, to go over there and represent the country. So it's going to bring eyes to the television. The WNBA absolutely needs that. They have their best players. It's not a point of their best players not wanting to go. It's been quite the opposite for them. Their best players always seem to want to go play and represent the country. But you do have a player that draws significant interest, much more than any other player in the entire league. And that's only going to take one roster spot. So at this point, I just don't understand why you wouldn't include Caitlin Clark. Like, get all of the feelings out the way, all of the black and white stuff that people want it to be, everything Monica McNutt and them are fussing about. Get all of that out the way and just be logical for a second. The best players are still going to be on the court during those games. If the games are tightly contested, Caitlin may not see a minute. I think that's all but understood. What you would like to have is the opportunity for Caitlin to be on the floor in the event of a blowout, which is going to keep eyes on the television, which is going to generate more interest in the game. She's obviously could get some DMPs in international competition if a game was tightly contested. I don't think anybody is contesting that, or anybody with any sense that's not biased, right? Like, some people are saying she's the greatest player ever. That is, too high of a mark, to even consider right now. I've seen Cynthia Cooper, I've seen Maya Moore, I've seen all of these wonderful players through the years. So nobody's saying she's the best player right now, or she'll ever be the best player, women's player ever. Just saying that she is generating the most interest ever. And for this game, you have to play to that. There's no way to go around that. A lot of people have theories that she's this great white hope, or that they are placing this face on her because she is white, and that it has nothing to do with her playing style. Think about all the other great white hopes there could have been before her. So that don't make sense. It's more so the way that she's playing, aligning with Steph Curry, being in the league right now. They're taking that and comparing, just pulling up from anywhere on the court and it equaling wins for your team like it did for Iowa. Hasn't translated to the Indiana Fever as much yet, But again, they're looking to like, now you have fans invested in a player and wanting to be a part of the process as they continue to grow year by year. And she's done that with what she's built at Iowa. And it isn't just because she's white. And it's more so to do with her playing style. She can pass the ball really well. I know people say she's not a big player, but Caitlin Clark is a huge guard. She's 6 feet tall. She's just not strong yet, but as far as like her stature as a guard, 6 feet, for the women's game, that's a pretty significant size guard. It's not a small guard, I'll tell you that. So Caitlin has size, man. She just have to put on strength and all that. But leaving her off of the USA team at this point in this moment, I have an issue with that. And I take a little bit of exception with people that think anything other than the logical in growing the women's game, right? Jamel Hill, I saw a tweet that she has talking about, this is great that Caitlin's saying this. It gives her a chance to rest, as if she's concerned with the well-being. See, people will try to throw backhanded compliments to Caitlin after rooting against her so much, just to pretend like they care about the person. That's what they'll try to do when they hate somebody, to try not to look like a hater. But anybody with a mind can see through that ploy. And so, again, I think Caitlin should have been on this team. I could say so much about this, but I want to hear your comments in the comment section, guys. Want to hear it from both sides. Let me know. If I'm tripping, let me know. If I'm telling the truth, let me know. If you agree with half of it, some of it, let me know, man. I just want to hear it from different perspectives, because this is mine. But let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.
Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down.
I'm not going to take it down.
Skip. 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 Skip.